What is up, everybody? I hope you are having a wonderful day. I don't know if I had permission to do that song. It looks like my Spotify went to one of the other playlists, but welcome. So, big news today. Obviously, it looks like Xbox has announced the new Developer Direct, and I've been working on the stream for the large part of the morning. So, while we work to let people get into the seat, so to speak, and join the chat, I do have what I believe is a Twitch overlay functioning. We will see if anybody in the past, if you were to support via a super chat, there would be no sort of notification on the stream. So hopefully I have it working and functional. We will have to find out as the stream progresses. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I actually didn't even get a chance to break out the pop-out chat or anything yet, so appreciate you hanging out while I get this set up. How is everybody doing today? I am having a really good day. Good to see you, Gaming Nading. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Man, it has been an absolutely wild week. I knew I said yesterday that I would potentially talk about more news later, but I had a semi-important family thing come up. Everybody's okay, but I had to take care of the kids. And yeah, the Phil Spencer interview is the day after the Direct. So that's actually coincidentally quite exciting for me. The fact that I get to be basically one of the first people that talk to Phil Spencer directly after the Direct. It is a interview that I'm very much looking forward to. You will get access first. Live potentially if you support over on patreon.com/SaveStatePlus. I do need to work on figuring out how all that stuff works. Thank you so much, Cy Tyson. Good to see everybody over on YouTube. I don't know if the bot is going to be working over on Twitch or not, but you can also support on Twitch. Looks like Nightbot is doing his job or its job over on YouTube. We're going to do 10 super chats. We're going to give it 2 hours. I always do these little goals to incentivize if you want to support the channel. I'll go one more hour. I'll let you know already. I have cleared the slate for today. This is going to be a longer form stream for today. But we could go even longer. We can maybe play some video games. I could host a Q&A, whatever. Whatever that hour ends up entailing will be up to y'all. It is 7 degrees in New York City, says THX. Well, thank you, THX, for joining. Okay, so big news dropped this morning. I think I'm largely set up and ready to go. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. But it looks like Xbox has announced a developer direct, which will be returning on January 23rd. So let's dive into this right now. Long story short, the Developer Direct returns on January 23rd. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday because Jez Corden was hinting, he was doing his little hinty hint thing about how there might be some sort of big announcement in the form of an Xbox Developer Direct in the near future. Well, guess what? It turns out Jez Corden's hinty hinting actually led to something. The Developer Direct returns on January 23rd, a celebration of what's coming for Xbox players, written by former colleague Joe Screbbles. And just real quick, some of you all know I live in California. I am well away from the fires. I've actually gotten some text and some concerned friends and family who are like, hey, are you anywhere near those fires? I am not near the fires. It is a very concerning real world thing happening, basically in LA. Hopefully all the IGN people are safe. And if you are in the California area, please, if you've been advised to evacuate, you should evacuate immediately. Sorry to break into the Xbox Developer Direct story with that, but I am like an hour away from where that is happening. So I'm all good to go and okay with that. Oh, it works. Okay. Well, we got our first super chat. Thank you, Jeremiah Thomas, with a super chat. It says, ask Phil to sell the old Activision games to Atari. I don't know about Atari, but I am so glad that those alerts function. We'll see if the rest of them end up working. I haven't used them in a long time. The test wasn't working, so yeah. All right, to recap, I'm safe. let's get back to the real Xbox news that you are here to hear about. Developer Direct returns on January 23rd, a celebration of what's coming for Xbox players. I'm definitely going to be watching this. I will be talking about it later. And after the stream on the following day, interview with Phil Spencer. Very excited about that. It's time to look at what's next. Developer Direct is back on Thursday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK time. Fans will get an inside look at a selection of highly anticipated games coming to Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Game Pass players this year. Okay, very, very good. I always do like hearing about more Xbox games and what that slate of games will end up looking like in the new year. Harry over on Twitch says, I really hope they shadow drop the mystery game like they did with Hi-Fi Rush. Yes, if you actually look at the artwork, I'll just open it here in a new tab. You can see they have some sort of mystery game here with a question mark. We're going to read about Sandfall Interactive here in just a second. But Compulsion, I think we watched that documentary that I got copyright flagged for about the Compulsion games, South of Midnight game, and honestly, I was really, really into it. It was about folklore and diving into what that would look like if it were real. Perlana, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Perlana. And very intrigued by South of Midnight. id Software is going to be there showing off Doom the Dark Ages. Obviously, Doom the Dark Ages looks great. Everybody has seen it. Everybody who went to, what is it called? QuakeCon was able to see that video game being played. Very excited about that. Curious to see. When will the Phil Spencer interview be live? It's going to be live if you're supporting on Patreon, and I will make sure to link out to anybody who supports at, what is it? The membership level that gives video access. You will get access to the live stream also on YouTube membership. Still figuring out all this, but you can go check the Nightbot link that just posted in chat. The Developer Direct starts January 23rd, 10 a.m. Pacific time. That is quite early, and we will read more about that in a second. So we read a little bit about it. Presented by the game creators themselves, Developer Direct offers an in-depth look at upcoming titles, how they're being created, and who's creating them. We'll visit Compulsion Games in Montreal, Canada. To learn more about South of Midnight, head to Montpellier, France to see Sandfall Interactive for a look at, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. That is really, really cool. I'm really excited about Clair Obscur. Stop by the legendary id Studios in Richardson, Texas to check in on Doom the Dark Ages and visit a surprise location to see another studio's brand new game. Fans should tune in on Xbox channels at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. UK, January 23rd to see all the latest on. We'll get into the games in just a second. Chat, I have to ask you, out of all of those games that we know of, Doom the Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Clair Obscur, how do you rank them? What is your most excited, most anticipated game? And then what are the follow-ups from there? Curious to hear your thoughts. I think for me, personally, out of all those games, I'm still super excited about Doom the Dark Ages. Doom is my number one. Followed up shortly thereafter by Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And I am curious about South of Midnight. The more I've learned about how you can turn off the 60 FPS, or you can play just in 60 FPS without the jittery look to it. Professor Plays Games actually says South of Midnight is their number one easily. Looks like an evolution of the Kena combat with a huge plus with the story looking excellent. Yeah, the excellent storytelling is good. Do you guys not remember what Clair Obscur is? Jimbo Jangles says, stoked to hear about your new adventure, dude. You will definitely be missed on Unlock. Can you shed any light on how you'll be reviewing games and what the rating scale will be like? Godspeed. I actually covered that in the Patreon interview with Greg Miller. That will be going up on Friday, so you can check that out. I do discuss what it will look like. Should I tell y'all now? I'm going to have a 3-point review scale. My review scale will be 3 points. The first point will be most games, 7 out of 10. So if it's middle of the road, it's a 7 out of 10. And if it's above a 7 out of 10, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm using internet rules. I don't make up the rules. That's what the internet has decided. So if it's above a 7 out of 10, it might as well be a 10 out of 10. So that's what score it's getting. And if it's below a 7 out of 10, it's a 1 out of 10. Internet rules. I don't make up the rules. I'm sorry. That's what the internet has decided. No other score matters on the internet. That is it. It is those 3 points on the review scale. So 7 out of 10. This game's fine. I think this game's pretty good. Maybe it has a few issues. It's not like, not amazing or anything like that. Anything better than a 7 out of 10. Even like an 8 out of 10, where maybe it has some issues, but it's pretty good. 10 out of 10. Easy. And then 1 out of 10 for anything, even slightly flawed. Sorry. Internet thinks it's the worst game ever made. Internet rules, not mine. I didn't make up the rules, everybody. I've been reading comments on reviews for years. If you score a game 7 out of 10, that's not allowed. People get very upset when you give a game a 7 out of 10, as I've learned. If you scored above a 7 out of 10, you've scored it too high. You've clearly scored it too high, so it might as well just be a 10 out of 10. And then if it's below a 7 out of 10, it might as well be the worst thing you've ever laid your eyes upon and shan't be named. Of course, I'll do it all tongue in cheek and have a little bit of fun with it, but that is my plan for the review scale. Yeah, basically, way back in the day, I used to do the editorial coverage for Screw Attack. We actually launched a review score, and it was, what was it? Buy it, rent it, or F it was the score way back in the day, right? And you're talking about 15 years ago or something like that. And I think that's how most people look at it, right? Really, on the review scale, everybody uses 7, 8, 9, 10. If it's below a 7, it's bad. It's just like people don't like it. So, yeah. Xbox Direct is January 23rd, yes. So anyway, that was the old school days, so to speak. Let's get back to the news, though, because they do give us a few more details about the games that we will be seeing here. Here's what they say for Doom the Dark Ages. Developed by id Software, Doom the Dark Ages is the prequel to the critically acclaimed Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal that tells the epic cinematic origin story of the Doom Slayer's rage. In this third installment of the modern Doom series, players will step into the blood-stained boots of the Doom Slayer in this never-before-seen dark and sinister medieval war against hell. Learn more during the full game reveal at Developer Direct. People have already seen this game demoed live during QuakeCon, and they were very positive about it. We have write-ups. Somehow, I have never seen footage leaked from QuakeCon. They trust their fans. The fans don't let them down, and they have managed to not spoil footage of the game yet. So I am very, very excited to see Doom the Dark Ages and whatever that may look like. Spoilers, I think it's going to look great. Doom has never let me down, and I don't think it'll let me down now. I even started playing Doom Eternal so that I could see what was up with Doom Eternal. We have a super chat and a subscription. Chip GM says, a question for Phil. Will World of Warcraft be coming to consoles? Great question, Chip. I wanted Ryan to ask him about that during the IGN live show that Ryan was doing. And I wanted to ask, hey, is there any plan to get World of Warcraft to console? Because I do think there are a lot of people like myself who have been curious about World of Warcraft for a long time. That is a great question. I'm not interviewing Phil Spencer today, but I will. You know what? That is one I am going to put on the list right now. Let me see if I can find it. Let me open up my document. That is a good question I don't want to forget. I've been wanting to ask him about that for a long time. World of Warcraft on console. World. You know what Phil likes to do with questions like that, though? He's a tricky guy. You know what he does? I don't want to speak for any of the teams who are currently in their plans, and he does that sort of waffly thing. So I got it on the list. I will consider it, but I am slightly worried that he might do the waffly thing. And Radish Nation, thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. Appreciate it very, very much. All right. South of Midnight was the next game we were going to discuss. Compulsion Games, the creators of Contrast and We Happy Few, will share a deep dive on South of Midnight, a third-person action-adventure game set in the American Deep South. As Hazel, you will explore the mythos and confront mysterious creatures inspired by Southern folklore to unravel her family's hidden past in this dark, modern folktale. I think we've seen a lot of South of Midnight. We had previews of South of Midnight. We had an extended documentary released about South of Midnight. We had extended gameplay released for South of Midnight. At this point, I don't know how much more they can show. Do we have a release date for South of Midnight yet? Do we have a release date for South of Midnight yet? Release, let's see, 2025. They're going to reveal the release date. And I bet, what if they shadow drop it? Do you think they would shadow drop South of Midnight? I think that could be an interesting play. I've been Sheepin says, I'm excited about Doom the Dark Ages, but still waiting for the old Call of Duties on Game Pass. Yes, I think that would be really, really good. You know what I'm waiting for on Game Pass, personally? I would love to see on Game Pass the superhero video game Prototype. It was basically Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, but they have this like new IP that no one was utilizing, and they just never did anything with that. They never did anything about that. So, yeah. Jug has a GOG code for Quake 2. Thank you, Jug. Do appreciate it. All right. So, South of Midnight, I bet they announce the release date of South of Midnight. That's what I think they're going to do. And Prototype was so good. I would love to see more about Prototype in the near future. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Honestly, everybody should be paying more attention to Clair Obscur. I do think that should be addressed. Let me see if I can see they had like that giant thing at the beginning. You got to wrestle with your spacing and everything. Here's what they say about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Somebody in chat said Infamous was better. Dr. Killshot, do you remember how the original Infamous was played? Welcome to the Epic tier, JNZ. Do appreciate it. The original Infamous was basically like, I could let this kitten go, or I could bury it in the backyard. Like, the options were so terrible for the bad thing. You would never pick the bad thing. It's like, I could let this guy go, or I could slowly torture him. Like, the options were just so mild-mannered on the original for the nice setting. And then for everything else, they were like awful, awful decisions. So, yeah. What do I think the mystery game is? What was it last time? It was like Hi-Fi Rush, right? It could be something like, what was that game where it was basically like a heist game? Not Compulsion. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a heist game. And a lot of people were sort of thinking that could be coming in the near future. It was from Contraband. Yes, Contraband. Thank you, Kian. Oblivion remake. Oh, I am curious about the Oblivion remake. Like, could it potentially be Sky Oblivion? Like, somehow they work together to get Sky Oblivion as the official release or something like that? Because they were so far along on Sky Oblivion. And I'm curious, like, how that all ends up playing out. The last one was Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Sandfall Interactive will take us behind the scenes at their studio to shed some light on the development of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, this debut studio's incredible new RPG. The team will share more about the game's creation and how they plan to deliver an incredible story in a gorgeous fantasy world. Stay tuned to our official social channels for more from Developer Direct, airing on Thursday, January 23rd at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and 6 p.m. UK time. Now, real quick, I'm going to bring up a trailer for Clair Obscur Expedition 33 because not enough people were excited for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Ben Starr is involved. That's all you need to know. Ben Starr is in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. That should be more than enough for you. But if it's not, we're going to watch the trailer right now. Here's the first look at gameplay. It's a 6-minute long trailer. Of course, there's going to be copyright and music on it, and I'm going to get bit in the butt for that. We'll watch in the pit mode. Let's hear it. Let's make sure I got my audio on. Yeah, okay. Audio's way too loud. So this is an older trailer, by the way, and also I'm doing it in picture-in-picture, so it's going to be a little squishy. Hopefully the audio balance is good. But long story short, they were doing something. Chip, welcome to the legendary tier. Thank you, Chip. Where it's something about 68. How everybody of a certain age is written out every year, and the gameplay looks awesome.
Expedition 68. Their boat was blown into the air by a storm.
Aaron Greenberg confirmed it's a new game, whatever the mystery game is.
And they survived. The storm, at least.
All right, let's keep moving. We found the weird corals. Mael must be close by.
Caleb says, excited for South of Midnight and Expedition 33, but if the Oblivion remake rumors are right, I don't trust Bethesda. Sky Oblivion, though, wait, maybe they partnered.
Looks like a different species.
Interesting. So this is basically the tutorial we're seeing, right? This is interesting. So it's traditional turn-based RPG mechanics, and obviously they've really, really stylized everything. If you've recently played... What was the game of the year? I blank on names a lot, but there was a game of the year contender. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They also did really stylized menus like that. It's from the Persona guy. Metaphor, thank you. Yeah. See, I'm really bad. My mind just blanks. I'm probably going to get clipped because I couldn't remember Metaphor, like when I forgot about Guilty Spark. I've just got to own the L's when I get the L's. How is this possible that he can't remember every name of everything? Metaphor Refantasio, yes. Won many Game of the Year awards this year.
Over there, a hut.
So
slow down.
It's like a painting aesthetic, and then you go into RPG type mechanics. It looks like it's a dual protagonist system. I really, really like the aesthetic, the art style, the flow of combat. Everything that they have shown about this game has me very, very excited, and I honestly can't wait to play more. So that is a quick look at Clair Obscur Expedition 33. If you want to see more, obviously you can go check out the trailer. Now, somebody pointed this out. They spoiled. I was going to get to it. But Aaron Greenberg also is out there teasing a little bit of fun stuff. Here's what Aaron Greenberg says. We have been working on a new developer direct to take you inside 4 studios, bringing games to Xbox and Game Pass this year. Hear directly from these developers on January 23rd. What could be behind that question mark? Aaron Greenberg says, a surprise unannounced game we hope you will enjoy along with the rest of the show. So it is not Contraband. Somebody pointed that out in chat, and that is a good call out. It is not Contraband. It will be a new game. We have no idea what that game is going to be. And I am very curious what they have up their sleeves. Does anybody have any guesses about what this... It's a new game, like new from the ground up. I don't think it's third party. Most of these games are... Well, what's Sandfall? Sandfall is Clair Obscur, so that is third party, right? I don't think Clair Obscur is exclusive. I'm just going to double check, but I think it's on everything. It's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC, so that one's not exclusive. Who's revealing with them? Who could it be? Double Fine? Double Fine's a good call. Thank you, Mr. Xbot. Appreciate it. We want Banjo. I'm excited about Clair Obscur. Looks pretty good, but this is a bad name. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. What's in a name? Isn't that? Somebody said that once, I think. The name is important. Yeah. Aaron Greenberg also tweeted about Avowed. He said, it's a new year and lots of great games to be excited about. Especially want to call out Avowed game that is coming together so well, and team is excited to share more as we ramp up to February 18th when it launches on Xbox, PC, and Game Pass. Now, I played this build that they sent over for like 10 hours. 10 hours of Avowed. And I think the game is really fun. I was able to be deliciously evil. And I'm very excited to see more of whatever they have planned. Dwayne says, I think I'm going to get rid of this overlay because the other overlay I want it to work is working. Oblivion Remake will be for both PlayStation and Xbox. Yes, I do think that is how they would do it. And that would be very, very cool, I think. Yeah. Question for y'all. I have a list of games, like after the stream today, I plan to play my January game, which, spoilers, is Path of Exile 2. And every month, I want to pick a game, and I have to play that game until we all feel like I've completed it. Now, I've already completed Path of Exile 2, spoiler warning. But I am curious, what should the February game be? I have a few thoughts about that. For February, let me find my list here. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 arrives early February. Assassin's Creed Shadows is no longer in contention. We'll get to that in a second. It was on my list, though, but Avowed was the other game. I just find it funny because I actually had it on my list for February. And the news broke right before I went live. So, honestly, I could do Path of Exile for the remainder of January. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, that launches what? February 2nd? I don't think I'm going to get a code. I'm not one of those big time streamers that gets all the codes anymore. So I got to do this thing called buy my games. Just kidding. Most people buy their games. That's totally fine. I did reach out about potentially getting a code, but from their perspective, they probably are just like, who is this random person reaching out about a code, right? Like they don't know me. I'm not big enough to give a code yet. Got to work up to that. So anyway, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, potentially the February game, and then February 18th. The question is, could I finish this massive Kingdom Come Deliverance game in time for Avowed, which comes out the 18th? And then when is Monster Hunter? Because Monster Hunter is also doing a thing in February. So okay, let me just get to the point here. What game do you want me to play in February? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 or Avowed? Let's just put it to a poll. What should be the game that I have to play through in February? And then I'll review it, of course. Can I do a poll here? Start a poll. Or is there anything else in February I'm missing? Because I'm indifferent. I'll honestly play either of these games. Sounds crazy. Almost as crazy as getting access. I think because the YouTube channel is Xbox centric, I think Avowed gets the pick. I guess I should caveat by saying I'm going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at the beginning of the month. The question is that the game that I should be assigned by y'all to work on for February? Use Game Pass subscriptions to play/review games? Yeah, I will. 69% say Avowed, 70% Avowed's going to be a huge game. Let me look up game releases. Let's see if we got anything that I'm missing. We'll go to Eurogamer. Eurogamer. In January, I'm not going to play Wuthering Waves. Wait, is this 2024? Final Fantasy Rebirth is coming to PC. I mean, I already have that on PlayStation, though. And Spider-Man 2 is coming to PC. There's nothing in January. There's nothing in January I see jumping out to me that I'm like, oh, that's a Destin game. I would totally play that. In February, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is actually the 4th. Civ 7 is the 11th. Date Everything, the 14th, for consideration. Just kidding. Avowed is the 18th. I could probably get through Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and then do Avowed. I might try to do both. But there is a wrinkle in that consideration. Let me just bring it up here really quick. Because there was a little bit of an announcement in terms of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Wilds is doing another beta. And that was going to be my March game. When's their open beta test? February. Well, that's at the end of the month. Man, that is going to be an insane month. In a good way, right? So we're going to have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at the start of the month. Then we're going to have Avowed, and I'm still very excited about Avowed. I did the preview for it. It catches you off guard. Like, once you start playing it, you're like, I don't know if this is going to be good. Maybe you don't like the art style or whatever you don't like about it. And then you play it, and you're like, no, this is a good game. It's a very good game. It's well written. In my opinion, you're able to be evil, and that's like the best part. Are you getting a 5090? I need to get something because this card's got to go back. It's a Bo over at IGN. I got to get it back to him. As soon as I get the new card, I'm hoping they let you buy the new card sooner rather than later. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That will be like either the game that I'm going to play, or I'll play it as much as I can leading into Avowed. Then we'll do Avowed from the 18th until the Monster Hunter Wilds beta on February 28th. Wait. Is that the release date? Am I going crazy here? Oh, the open beta test is the 6th. I was mistaken. The open beta test is February 6th. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Kingdom Come, maybe get a little bit of the beta test for Wilds in there. Then at the end of the month, play Monster Hunter Wilds. And Monster Hunter Wilds will be the March game. At least that was my planned March game. But now Assassin's Creed is there. Let's get to the... I'm going to get to the Assassin's Creed news really quick. Sorry for waffling so much on that story because I wanted to cover off on it. But Assassin's Creed Shadows has officially been delayed until March 20th, 2025. And let's read what they have to say. I haven't read this yet, but there's also an investor, like an emergency investor email that went out. Dear players, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to our incredible fans and dedicated team for your unwavering support since our announcement in September to further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. Since November, we've been thrilled to share our progress through gameplay overviews, and the overwhelming excitement has truly inspired us. Each week has brought valuable feedback from our community. While we've already made remarkable strides, we believe a few additional weeks are needed to implement that feedback and ensure an even more ambitious and engaging day one experience. Accordingly, the new release date is March 20th, 2025. We remain committed to delivering a high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and the development teams. We know you're eager to learn more about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're excited to share that more updates will be coming your way very soon. Mark Alexis Cote, on behalf of all teams working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. There is no world where Assassin's Creed Shadows does well enough to mitigate the tumultuous state of Ubisoft at this moment in time. They shut, 2 studios? This game has been mired in controversy throughout its development state. And to further solidify my concern about Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Shadows, they put out this strategic update alongside that announcement. Paris, January 9th. Following the strategic and execution reviews initiated by the executive community a few months ago, Ubisoft is taking decisive steps to reshape the group in order to deliver best-in-class player experiences, enhance operational efficiency, and maximize value creation. They stopped making one of the games. They stopped making the shooter game that nobody was playing. To be fair, some people were playing it, but the audience had dwindled to the point where it just wasn't worth the time investment necessary and the monetary investment to keep it going. So they had to pull the plug on it. They had to shut it down. And they closed 2 of the studios at the company. I would have to go watch my own video and remember exactly what that news story was, but it wasn't good. Keep in mind, this is happening while their workers are going on strike because of working conditions they're not happy about. Like, Ubisoft is in trouble. You have AJ Investments, which is, it's only about 2% of the company, but they wrote a letter to the board basically saying, you got to get the Guillemots out of there. You got to get them to sell. And then there's this Tencent story where the Guillemot family brand is trying to sell to Tencent. It's like, I made a whole video about it. You probably find it on the channel, but it was messy. Ubisoft announced that it has appointed leading advisors to review and pursue various transformational, strategic, and capitalistic options to extract the best value for stakeholders. I'll give you a best value for stakeholders. Frickin' make Splinter Cell. What are you doing with XDefiant? Like, XDefiant teases Splinter Cell. Rayman Raving Rabbids or whatever you make teases Splinter Cell. All the fans are just like, hey, stealth action isn't really a genre that everybody's hungry for right now. The companies need to stop chasing what the other guy is doing so that they can appease investors, and they need to be the ones that are being thought leaders and showing other people how it's supposed to be done correctly. I don't understand why you would look at Fortnite and be like, we need to do that. Well, we have Assassin's Creed and we have all these other franchises. Let's take the D-list characters from all those games and make XDefiant. Like, I'm all for trying new IP and trying new ideas, but that's one of those games where the first time you saw gameplay, you're like, yeah, I don't feel like that's it. I don't really feel like that's quite where it needs to be, right? Is there a reason behind XDefiant shutting down? It's a huge monetary investment. It's like this massive online shooter that they have to constantly support, and they just don't have the player base necessary to support it. Now, I'm just guessing. I haven't read into it. There's like a 5-page long thing that they wrote online. But that's got to be part of it. It's definitely a small sliver of what is going on there. Sorry, I had an important email just come in. Ask Phil Spencer if consoles will be around in 10 years. That's a good one, Major Ryan. Operationally, the company will continue to drive significant cost reductions together with a highly selective approach to investments, and now expects to exceed $200 million in reduction of its fixed cost base by financial year 2025-2026 versus 2022 versus 2023 on an annualized basis. In December, XDefiant was discontinued and 3 production studios in high-cost geographies were closed, San Francisco being one of them. San Francisco's been around for a long time. Additionally, as part of the renewed focus on gameplay quality and engaging day one experiences, it has been decided to provide an additional month of development to Assassin's Creed Shadows. Do we think this is the last delay? There are some theories out there that this delay is so that they can sell the company before the game comes out, and then the game comes out as sort of like a cherry on top. Nick asked, Destin, why did you delete all your hard news videos? I don't own hard news. Screw Attack was bought by another company, and then they took everything offline. I have nothing to do with hard news or whatever happened with hard news. I was long gone before that. I hadn't been at the company for like a year or two when they finally sold. But no, those are owned by, I don't even know who owns those now. They're gone. Anyway, sorry, before we go back to reading that, there have been a lot of questions about what that means. Like, are they going to sell the company? Is this game going to come out? If they sell it, will it be another delay? A lot of questions floating in the air. The additional time will allow the team to better incorporate the player feedback gathered over the past 3 months and help create the best conditions for launch by continuing to engage closely with the increasingly positive Assassin's Creed community. The game is now scheduled for March 20th. I've seen a lot of negativity around Assassin's Creed personally. It would be great if I was seeing positivity about it, but a lot of the criticism is just related to, like, not only the sort of controversial nature of the topics that they're trying to dive into, this historical figure and the authenticity of Thomas Lockley's writing. Like, there's all of that's been discussed too. But on top of all of that, the game just didn't look polished. They have like floating geometry in the trailers. They have like the swords aren't going into the sheaths properly. There's like things that are built in the world that don't really make sense. And people are like questioning the quality bar, because Ubisoft traditionally is really a stickler about little details like that. And it feels like they missed. Par asks, are you and Ryan still cool? I was literally on Unlock this morning. You can go check it out. Yeah, Ryan and I are still good. Let's read this again. Additionally, as part of the renewed focus on gameplay quality and engaging day one experiences, it has been decided to provide an additional month of development to Assassin's Creed Shadows. This additional time will allow the team to better incorporate the player feedback gathered over the past 3 months and help create the best conditions for launch by continuing to engage closely with the increasingly positive Assassin's Creed community. The game is now scheduled for March 20th. Honestly, like, I have to play Shadows. I just have to play it to see, like, is all the noise about it warranted, or is it just another Assassin's Creed that comes out to be Assassin's Creedy, you know? And I am curious about how they present Yasuke's story. I believe the other character's name is Nawe. I'm curious about Nawe's story and how that is presented. How do you have to use both characters, I believe. Yeah, one of the pieces of the messaging that fans found a little confusing is like, you can play however you want. You can play the whole game as Yasuke or Nawe, and then they're like, but you have to switch characters every once in a while and play as the other. It's like, well, what is it? Can I play as one character all the way through, or no? Thank you, Abantis. Good to see you over there on Twitch. I appreciate you hanging out. Q3 financial year 2024-2025 net bookings are now expected at around 300 million, primarily reflecting lower than expected holiday sales, mainly from Star Wars Outlaws, as well as the discontinuation of XDefiant. Ubisoft still expects approximately break-even non-IFRS operating income and free cash flow for 2024-2025. That's actually good news. Pontus, good to see you. That's actually really good news that they're going to break even. Net bookings are now expected to come in at around 1.9 billion and include new partnership opportunities for Ubisoft's games and franchises, as well as for the monetization of the streaming rights acquired last fiscal year. Yves Guillemot, co-founder and chief executive officer, said, "We made good progress on the strategic and execution reviews initiated a few months ago and are confident that this will position Ubisoft for a stronger future. We have taken decisive steps to reshape the group in order to deliver best-in-class player experiences, enhance operational efficiency, and maximize value creation. We also recently appointed leading advisors and are actively exploring various strategic and capitalistic options to unlock the full value potential of our assets. We are convinced that there are several potential paths to generate value from Ubisoft's assets and franchises. Additionally, we are all behind our team's efforts to create the most ambitious Assassin's Creed opus of the franchise and made the decision to provide an extra month of development to Shadows in order to better incorporate the player feedback. They've said that like 3 times in this press release. Incorporate the player feedback gathered over the past 3 months that will enable us to fully deliver on the potential of the game and finish the year on a strong note. Just regardless of how you feel about how they've presented the game and everything, do you think Assassin's Creed Shadows will end up selling well? I do. I think Assassin's Creed Shadows will still sell very, very well. I can't think of an Assassin's Creed game that came out and just tanked. Yeah, I can't think of a single Assassin's Creed game that has come out and tanked. And honestly, with all the drama, we'll call it drama, surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm more excited to play it. On the one, Otaku says hard pass, will wait for Yotei. Yotei looks great too. I'm excited about Ghost of Yotei. Well, do we know a date for that one though? We know it's 2025, but I hope they get out of the way. Wait a minute. Did they move because of Ghost of Yotei? No, they just said 2025. Assassin's Creed was February 2025. Yotei is some other time. Clay says, I think Ghost will be 2026. If you want a little cheat chat, I will definitely see your message if you post it. If you post it over on Twitch, especially if you're Clay. But yeah. There's fewer people on Twitch watching, like 630 people on YouTube. Great to have you all, by the way. And I appreciate you hanging out. Where's that press release? I think it does totally fine. If the game costs 200 million plus to make it, has to be a runaway hit. So Drew, would you say that Star Wars Outlaws was a smash hit or not? Because they're saying that they made what, 300 million? Their bookings were 300 million for 2020 for just Q3. They did 300 million. And they're like, oh, that's kind of soft for us. So if that's what they did with Star Wars Outlaws, which they have now said 2 or 3 times was soft for them, I think they're going to be fine. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws fell below expectations. So I think they're going to be okay. Star Wars is a bad case since Disney takes a lot of that money. Yeah. I think that would be pretty interesting. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm excited about Ghost of Yotei. I want to link you to one of the pieces I did at IGN. I was so excited. I did this rewind that nobody watched over on IGN about Ghost of Yotei. I don't know if it was the headline or whatever, but my video was Ghost of Yotei trailer revealed more than you think. I highly recommend you go watch it. Obviously, I can't do like a react. I think that would be sort of weird. But I'm very proud of how that video came out. That's the Ghost of Yotei video I did on IGN. Just bookmark it for later. Don't leave the stream. Watch it later. Some people are guessing, though, that because this is an investor relation press release in relation to Ubisoft, they think that this is a ploy to get Tencent to purchase them. Let me see if I can find, somebody broke out a quote from this. I don't know if it was Wario or whatever, or whoever. But anyway, yeah, wanted to cover off on that. And we got there because I was talking about like what game should I play for the month. And then I forgot that Ghost of Yotei was like totally delayed into oblivion, basically. Not Ghost of Yotei, Assassin's Creed Shadows. Sorry, we were talking about Ghosts. A lot of different games we're talking about right now. One Major Ryan. Hi, Destin. When are you doing the interview with Phil Spencer? It is the day after the developer direct. The day after. So it will be on the 24th, just for additional additional clarity. I didn't even check my email today. I came on. Oh, so just real quick. One of the things that I said that I would do is give member shout outs. I'm going to do a practice run right now. Okay. Can't wait to watch that. Is this a one-on-one interview? Yeah, it's going to be one-on-one. It'll be live on Patreon. I will do a post. If you support on YouTube, I think it's at the member level of 10 and up. You can watch it live. And I think I'm going to do a 24-hour exclusivity because otherwise, if I get anything good, all the news outlets will link to it on the first day, and then 24 or 48. I don't know. I have to figure that part out yet, like how long the exclusivity is. Real quick, I need to try something out. So I did the member window. I've been like, one of the things I was working on this morning was like, how do I present this in a little bit better way? So like platinum people, I'm going to shout out every stream. Christopher, Philaroni, The Scarecrow, Inner Machine, Savage, and Spin Getter. Thank you for supporting at the platinum level. And then we have the mythic tier levels also. I don't know if I'm supposed to read those. I have to remember what I said on the thing. But anyway, Made in UK, Jason Burrows, Sujanix, Adam, Lily Gray, Hargeet, Camzilla. And I didn't think it was right to take off all the supporters. So everybody you see in longtime supporters, you see all those names down there? Connor, Geezer, Charles, Assassin. Those are people who have been members on my YouTube for, I think Connor's been a member for 48 months. 48 months. So any name you see there, they've been a member for a year or longer. So I didn't feel right taking all of the names off. But if you are a supporter at any level, I am very, very appreciative. I'll let you know that is absolutely appreciated. Part of the tiers are making sure that the platinum members get a verbal shout out. The mythics are displayed. And then if you've supported on YouTube and you have that membership tag and you've been supporting for a year or longer, you're immortalized basically. Like I'll just leave your name on there. I think that's appropriate. I thought that was a good medium, and I just wanted to figure out a way to display that and pay thanks to people who have been supporting for that long. I do greatly appreciate it. All right, that's enough being sappy. There was another story here. THX says G Miller. Oh, it's okay to. Okay. THX not happy about Greg. Well, I don't know. That's his personal decision, THX. Hellersh. Welcome to the legendary tier. Thank you, Hellersh. I do greatly appreciate you supporting. Digging the new Daily Destin headlines. Really like what you're doing and hope it works out great for you. Thank you, Matty M. Yeah, today is the first longer form stream. We're holding at 6:15. I got started late. In an ideal world, I will be able to go live at 7 a.m. But if you have kids, you know those plans don't always go the smoothest. My mom is coming to visit for the holidays. She's coming like late. She was going to come for the birthday. It's been like a whole coordinated thing. So my mom's going to be coming for a few days. So I'll be doing these streams. As part of the reveal that I'm going independent, I wanted to do regular live streams in the morning. And yeah, a lot of personal life stuff going on at the same time though. So, continuing on with the news though, there was also this story I saw. Frady's good to see you. Let's talk about this really quick because Xbox games in Game Pass can lose 80% of premium sales, it's claimed. Game Pass can also drive PS5 sales of multi-format games, according to a business journalist, Chris Dring. Chris Dring has been covering games for a very, very long time. I'm not sure how I feel about the headline. Everybody went with this. Like, even if you look at, this is pure Xbox. They wrote Game Pass titles lose around 80% of sales on Xbox, claims reporter. That's the figure that gets thrown around, but they gain Game Pass subscribers. The whole goal is the value proposition for the $20 a month on Game Pass, right? Like they very clearly stated that that is the objective of doing it that way. Game Pass can also drive sales on multi-platform. Here's what VG247 took Chris String's presentation at, what was it? Q&A at Install Base Forums. Dring was asked his thoughts about Game Pass and its impact on the market. What's Install Base? Well, apparently Chris String spoke of this thing. I've never heard of Install Base. Anyway, anecdotally, games that are in Game Pass can expect to lose around 80% of its expected premium sales on Xbox, String wrote. I should ask Chris String what he means by that. Thank you, Malcolm. Appreciate it. That's the figure that gets thrown around. It's less if it's a big mainstream release, but generally, look at how low Hellblade 2 charted, or where Indiana Jones came, or even Starfield. Game Pass clearly hurt sales of those titles on Xbox, but they probably bolstered Game Pass. I think that's the strategy. But if it's a game on multiple platforms, it can be beneficial. That surge in players on the Xbox can have a strong impact on sales on PlayStation, for instance. Dring went on to say that he feels torn on the effectiveness of subscription models, and it's highly dependent on the genre and type of game. Try being an indie game on Xbox right now that's not on Game Pass. Indie developers have talked in the past about how much they like Game Pass, about how great the promotion is that they get on Game Pass. So the way he phrased that, I'm just a little confused, because I've heard good things from indie developers about how Xbox helps make sure they're promoted, how there was an issue actually on PlayStation for a while where it's been corrected, where they felt like they weren't getting promotion. Anyway, I do hear online, though, a lot of times that people will say, well, is this on Game Pass? And if it's not, then like, oh, darn. Because I think people associate Xbox with Game Pass at this point. Anyway, but also getting people to play your game in 2024, 2025 is so hard. And subscription gets games in front of a lot of people, he continues. So that sounds more positive. We know from data that there are a lot of people that only play Call of Duty. And if some of those people decided to get Call of Duty this year via Game Pass, and those very same people took the opportunity to play some other Game Pass games they wouldn't have otherwise played, it's hard to argue that's a bad thing. This week, sales data revealed that video game revenue in the UK dropped 4.4%. This was driven mainly by a collapse in physical game revenue in the region, which is $324.4 million generated by sales of box games in the UK last year. So this is something I would have to dive into more. Didn't the UK and the US basically stop doing physical media or reduce the amount of physical media that they were creating? Because I don't think a lot of the stores, my mic seems a little quiet. I don't think a lot of the stores even stock physical games anymore. It's the same from your own source. I think I don't know what Dark's talking about. Most stores don't have them anymore, says Drew. Yeah, that's what I thought. UK still stock physical media, but not everywhere. There's been a clear reduction in physical media everywhere. They just don't make as many because people are buying digitally. Like 8-9 years ago, the percentage was like 60-40. And then today, it's getting more and more to the other side. Your best place to get video games is like supermarkets now. Yeah, I think it's sort of like when magazines went online, a similar situation. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to get into the stuff that I missed from yesterday. I had to go do on Unlocked, and then I had the family thing I had to worry about. Got everything's taken care of. Everything's good. But unfortunate news. I think Assassin's Creed being delayed is a good thing. This is unfortunate news. An update on Transformers Reactive from Splash Damage. Splash Damage made some good games over the years. Unfortunately, they won't be making this one. Today, we have some very difficult news to share. The decision has been made to end development of Transformers Reactive. This means we will be scaling down to refocus our efforts on other projects.
Unfortunately, despite every effort, a number of roles across the studio are now potentially at risk of redundancy. This decision did not come lightly, and it is a difficult time for the studio and our people. We want to take a moment to thank the team who worked on Transformers for their dedication and passion. Hasbro was an incredible and supportive partner throughout, and we hope to work with them again. To the many fans, your excitement and support helped keep us going. While not being able to see the game through to release is painful, having to say goodbye to friends and colleagues hurts even more. We're now focused on doing everything we can to support them through this tough period, just as we are committed to caring for those who will stay with us as we build a stronger Splash Damage for the future. Thank you for your compassion and understanding. That is very unfortunate. That never a fun story to talk about when a studio has to downsize, and unfortunately, we are already seeing that in the start of 2025. Dwayne says, do you think physical media will end with the Series X and the next gen Xbox be all digital? I think there will always be some form of digital media available to people. But it's obviously at a point now where Walmart isn't storing as many physical copies of games anymore. So there's definitely been a shift in consumer behavior where, got to move the charger cable, where it seems like more and more people are what was I going to say? Not interacting with sales in that manner. We talked about the Assassin's Creed stuff. Let's just revisit really brief. We're just going to look at the Twitter headlines. We kind of talked about it in length yesterday, but Microsoft is planning to combine the best of Xbox and Windows together for handhelds with changes coming this year. Long story short, to sort of paraphrase that story, Jason Ronald did a presentation behind closed doors at this Lenovo event. Here you can see it here. Jason Ronald speaks at Lenovo AMD event, flanked by Valve's SteamOS designer Pierre-Luc Grafias and AMD chief architect Frank Azor. And that was a photo by Sean Hollister over at The Verge. So he was giving this little presentation during GDC. And the quote that everybody sort of latched onto is how they're going to be changing their presentation of games on Windows and their presentation of games on physical devices like a handheld. Jason Ronald announced that starting this year, Microsoft will merge the best of Xbox and Windows for handheld devices. Our objective is to place the player and their library at the core of the experience rather than all the Windows work that you have to do today. Are you excited for the future of Xbox? Yes, absolutely. I think it's going to be a very interesting 5 to 10 years as we see how Xbox evolves and changes their strategy in the near future. I am very curious to see what they end up doing and how they change. Uriel says, do you think the layoffs will stop this year or slow down? I certainly hope so. I feel like it's been such a, I use the word tumultuous. It's like a state of change, right? I think I'm using that word right. Let's double check. Tumultuous. Because I saw somebody react to my video like, what does that word mean? Excited, confused, or disorderly. Yeah, I think that's an accurate way to describe that. It feels like things are out of order and everybody's trying to get into a more organized, cohesive state where they can move forward to the best of their ability. And it's not just gaming, it's everywhere. I think it's everywhere. I support physical media. This needs a digital update to play, says King James. Yeah, that happens a lot, right? And then, oh yeah, of course, the Switch 2 basically leaked by third parties. Somebody joked that maybe it's like maybe it's a viral marketing campaign. Ari Noriega says, I think Microsoft and Sony will deal with the physical media as optional by offering an option to acquire a drive in the next generation. It won't be the default option moving forward. I think you are correct with that for everybody except for Nintendo. I don't know what's up with Nintendo not announcing the Switch 2, but I am very excited for the Switch 2. I'm definitely going to get it, and then I'm going to play with all of the time I don't have, I'm going to eventually play all of those games. So we actually hit the goal, which means I'm going to go for another hour. We're already at an hour and 8. So we're going to go 2 hours today. Thanks everybody. What should the next goal be? Do you want to do a Q&A? Let's get inspired with some examples here from YouTube. I'll stream again on Friday. I'll play a rhyme game without any sound. Nobody wants to hear that. Hosting a community gaming night. Get 1 extra hour of live streaming. We already did that one. I'll do a stream where we explore more indie games. Do you like any of those? Does chat like any of those by any chance? I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't said or did anything with all of the leaks. What's this button do? Nintendo better not charge for next-gen updates on the games I already own. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to do that. All right. We'll do another stream on Friday. That sounds good. We'll do 10 super chats and we'll do, I don't know, we'll just do whatever. 3 hours. Boom. There you go. So, all right, we're going to go another hour. Part of this might be gameplay because we've already kind of gone through all of the news for the day. Unless some other crazy thing has happened in the last 10 minutes. It's been kind of nuts just seeing how much news has dropped. Our post has been updated once more as Genki has opened a splash page for their Switch 2. This is the best render that I've seen, this loop that Go Nintendo has. And yeah. Doctor says, my incentive to watch your stream isn't with the things you stream, just like hanging with you. Well, thanks for hanging out, Doctor. I do appreciate you saying that. That is a very, very kind thing to say. Tencent blacklist. I don't know what that is. And then, yeah, obviously they had all of, we covered this yesterday. I did a shorter 30-minute stream yesterday because I had to go record Unlocked. There's all of these images from CES of peripheral manufacturers who have prototype Switch 2s. You can see the screen is bigger. You can see it has different Joy-Cons. You can see some of the ports on the top have changed. So if you want to check that out, you can go check out the stream from yesterday to sort of see all of the Switch 2 news and the new Xbox news. And then, yeah, get ready for early February because a second Wilds beta has been announced. Open Beta Test 2 crossplay on Thursday, February 6, 2025 at 7 p.m. to Sunday, February 9, 2025 at 6:59 p.m. You are going to get to play Monster Hunter again. Do you think it's going to be like shorter? Do you think it's going to be like a shorter type Monster Hunter beta thing? I hope not. I certainly hope not. What else do we have open here? We did the Clair Obscure thing. Excited about the playtest. I do think that we will play that. Glad you're doing your own thing now. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, everybody. You know what? Y'all have been just super great. You can support by just joining as a member, just watching the streams, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button to know when my content goes live. That always helps. Just hanging out, leaving the stream open. All of those things help. And thank you to everybody who hangs out and just hangs out. Destin, going to stream Avowed when released? I think I am, Jose. I really liked my time with Avowed. I played about 10 hours. I like the video game, and I plan to play more of it. There was one other story. It's about Grand Theft Auto. This one's from Insider Gaming. Rockstar's teams are still promoting GTA 6 2025 release window. It's time for your regularly scheduled GTA 6 release date checkup. Grand Theft Auto 6 is set to be released later this year. In the fall, however, millions of fans worldwide expect the game to be delayed for whatever reason, with either Take-Two or Rockstar Games pushing back the release to finesse something or make further tweaks. Recently, a slew of recruitment posts appeared on LinkedIn with Rockstar representatives openly promoting the expected 2025 release window, so we can safely say that for now, things are still on track. Boom. Does anybody in chat really think Grand Theft Auto is going to move? They've said their date. I know they've moved in the past. I think with 5, they moved it a few times. But I don't think they moved this time. I think they're locked in. Dwayne says maybe this Monster Hunter beta will carry over to the actual game. That would be cool. That would be really, really cool. I would dig that for sure. Okay. And then there was a video I was going to watch also, but I don't think GTA 6 is delayed. Chat's saying 2026. We're going to have to do a poll. We're going to have to do a poll here. Oh, do I have to close the other one? Chat said they want me to play Avowed. Well, I'm going to do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and then I'll do Avowed. Start a poll. Will GTA slip to 2026? Yes or no? I think the answer is no. Dave says they want to hit fiscal 25, correct? Yeah, I mean, like, they want to hit the fiscal year. There have been some notable departures over there in terms of who's available. I think my headphones are good. Buddha Time, good to see you. Get out of here. 110%, it's going to slip all day long. But they've repeatedly said that it's not going to slip. Cools, Destin, have you seen the canceled Battlefront 3 builds that hit the internet from Free Radical Design? Do you think we'll get a BF3? No, I haven't. Chat knows it's 2026. No, it's pretty split, actually. It's 57 to 42. You became more attractive. Thanks, D78. I'm definitely a presenter mode. I can like do streams during the day right now, so yeah. I do like streaming and talking about the news. This is something I could only do on Sundays. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it on Sundays anymore. I have to figure out a new schedule. I'm going to get life locked in by the end of January. And then by February, we'll kind of know when I do my next announcement video. Reminder, chat, Destin is a happily married man. Yes, I am. Why? I don't know why Clay said that, but that is correct. Oh, because somebody said I'm handsome. There was one other little story I wanted to see here. This is something that Sony put out during CES about their CES this year. I saw it on Twitter, so it's definitely real. And like you could be in a storm or whatever. This is actually kind of cool. All you have to do to experience this for yourself is transform a large room in your house with $50,000 or $60,000 worth of television LED sets that are all over the walls, and you can experience this for yourself in the comfort of your home. Sony is uniquely placed to combine the elements of story and technology. I don't mean to be cynical, but the edit's a little, I don't know. D78, thanks for watching. D78 stopped by to say I'm handsome and then peaced out. Yeah, you too can experience this for only way too much money. Some people who saw it, people thought it was really cool, the people who got to see it. All right, let's take a look and see if we got any news here that have broke since basically the last hour or so. Assassin's Creed Shadows delayed to March 20th. I think that's been the big one. The Xbox Developer Direct 2025 preview. Black Ops 6 Zombie Patch reverts fun nerfing changes. Lego Game Boy set release. Marvel Rivals is doing very well. They're talking about Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. And I'm not seeing anything else. Did I miss anything, chat? Let's check Blue Sky. Give Ryan McCaffrey's excellent podcast Unlock the like. Ooh. Tom Warren has an interview with Jason Ronald over on GameFile. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too crazy, but some good stuff overall. Matt Piscatella said yep to something. What did he say? An 11-inch screen on a handheld that's too big. Last month, I wrote about the threat to game development in expansive parts of the world, namely California. Today, in a note about exploring... Here, let's just bring it up. Today, in a note about exploring strategic options for the company, aka possible sale, Ubisoft says, read the X-Defiant cuts. 3 production studios in high-cost geographies were closed. It makes sense. GTA 4 was moved, THX says, to 2028. Red Dead Redemption 2 moved. Everybody thinks it's going to move. 61% of people think it's going to end up moving. Interesting. Matt Piscatella's reaction was, gotta hand it to him. This is some prestige 10 level corporate speak. What you're looking at here is the true pinnacle of the craft. Yeah. Basically, a lot of people are thinking that they're going to sell the company. That's where that's coming from. All right, real quick. And I'm on Threads, but I'm not good at it. I don't really know how to use Threads. Marvel Rivals developer NetEase Games has yet to announce Blade as an upcoming playable character. New leak suggests what? Marvel Rivals. Oh, they think Blade's going to be in Marvel Rivals. That's cool. All right, I think that's it for the news. Do you want to play some Path of Exile? We can move on over to Path of Exile 2 for a bit. We get through all the news in about an hour, like all the daily news. I do kind of like that flow, that pacing. I haven't had time to play a video game for a while. You know what? I'm going to be reviewing Path of Exile 2 in the near future. I have a feature I want to work on. You guys already hit the goal for streaming an additional hour, so we got 40 more minutes on the stream. Do you want me to play more Path of Exile 2, roll a new character? Or, let me open up Steam here. Everything's looking good on Steam. Or, should I play Metaphor? Should I play Metaphor ReFantazio or Path of Exile? Of course it will. We talked about my score system later. Earlier in the stream we did. Has there been a GTA cinematic yet? They did the trailer. Oh man, everybody's saying Metaphor. I think I want to play Metaphor off screen. I think I want to play Metaphor off screen. Off stream. Path of Exile 2, I've beaten it so many times that I feel like, let me see if I got this set up right. Let me get the game launched here really quick. You need to focus on Metaphor. Yeah, I feel like I need... My camera, as you can see, is perfectly set up yet again. I don't... Why is it like that? Great. All right, whatever. There we go. Good enough, right? All right, so I have it's an 86, not a 68. What did I say on that one stream? So this is my Witch Hunter. Do you want to see my Witch Hunter? It's not great. I just lost a tier 15 map on my Witch Hunter, but just so you all know, that I'm not a scrub. Let's run like a tier 1. Play Metaphor off screen. Ari says, gotta go, have a meeting now. Take care, everyone. Well, thanks for hanging out. Let's go, buddy. PoE. Everybody gets mad when I don't update. Don't open Windows, Destin, when you are in danger mode there. All right, so we're going to do Path of Exile. Everybody gets mad when I don't update the stream, but I'm not good at it. So we're going to take it out of just chat and go Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2. Go. All right, gameplay picture. Okay, so I haven't played in a while. What do I even have? I think page 5 is where I'm dumping my rings. Currency here. Glad to see I wasn't one of the people who got hacked. That is. Wait. Yes, okay. I still have all my goodies. I have a tier 14. I have a tier 11. I have 3 tier 3s, so I have a tier 4. Tier 9. And a tier 5. So we're going to reforge a little bit. Oh. I accidentally put a ring in there. We'll just run a tier 1. I just want to show you more so how the character that I've been playing plays, then we're going to roll a new one. We need a sweeping emoji. 5 and a tier 1, and I accidentally put the ring in the wrong place. If you look at my character, I unfortunately, like my resistances are pretty solid, but I unfortunately statted all into armor. I have 72% armor, and armor is kind of broken. Like it doesn't work the way that it's supposed to work. I also haven't played in a little bit, so let's run a tier 1, and we'll just see how that goes, and it's probably going to be bad. Maybe we'll actually find one of the coveted, whatever they're called, the things that everybody's looking for. I've done a lot of mapping, as you can see. I'm all the way over here. Let's find a corrupted tower, and we'll work our way towards the corrupted tower. Let's see here. Let's find some corruption. Where's the corruption at? Here's some corruption. See, like, it looks like there's one of those little houses. Maybe over here? I want a corrupted tower. Corrupted tower. Here we go. Can't go into that one. So let's make our way towards... How do I get there? All right, so here. We'll do that one. We're not even going to juice it. We'll just run it and go to that corrupted tower right there. Let's see if I can even still play this game. It has been a while. I don't know if my muscle memory is going to be there. I also don't like this map very much. I think it's Idiot. That's basically my build for this character. Oh, I'm supposed to flash. And like if I'm in a pinch, let's do that. What's up, Destin? Just saw a podcast unlocked and heard the news. Well, thank you for watching. I do appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, Witch Hunter is pretty fun because sometimes everything just kind of deletes. Yeah, I'll take that. This is a tier 1 to be totally fair, so it's not like crazy difficult enemies or anything like that. We're just doing this to get to the corrupted tower and then we'll make our way to maybe we'll try a tier 14. Tier 14 I play a lot more carefully. I'm not Darth microtransaction or anything like that. I think it's a pretty good build. I think so. I had a pretty decent build, and then Woodjoe was doing something very similar. So I ended up copying his tree after I made. So I made the IGN build video, and then Woodjoe was like basically the same tree path. Oh, sweet. That I was on. So I wound up just utilizing his after that. So if you know Woodjoe, I think it's Woodjoe. He's a big Pathfinder guy. Basically, once you get to mapping, though, the game kind of, it's a great game. I definitely recommend it. Damn, halfway decent drops here. But the problem is, if you can't find the towers, like you kind of hit this point in the end game where I don't want to say you run out of things to do. Turn the game down. Is it too loud? All right, I turned the game down a little bit. Sorry about that. Let me know if that's a better balance, everybody. And that's it. That's the map. Right. That's a pretty good drop for the final character. And again, we don't need to complete this. We were just doing... That was actually a tier 2 because it was a juice map. Game audio is quite loud. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. My audio channels on OBS are a little odd for some reason. I don't really know why. Oh, what do we got here? I didn't mean to pick that up. Just sell it.
Until next time.
I'm kind of running out of space in the vault here. Your Spash tab with the flask affinity doesn't have enough space? All right. Oh, I mean, I don't have time to actually think about the stats that are on these pieces of gear. We got a tier 2. We can do a tier 2 next. And maybe we just slowly work our way up to whatever. I am not going to run any of the trials. Like, I'm really not having a good time with the trials.
Go on.
What does he have? We'll just buy a few tier 1s. We'll just run tier 1s. No reason to sweat this. It looks complicated, but if you've been playing a ton, it's really not. It's not scary or anything like that. So just a reminder, we are trying to get to that tower. And then we're going to go that way. Wait, what is that? Yeah, I want to get that corrupted. One of these corrupted towers would be great if I could go to them, but maybe this would be a better way to go, because then this is a Rust Bowl and it's corrupted. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do it. Hey, Destin, what do you do when you're not streaming? You're looking at it. I play... I'll play Path of Exile. This is actually the first time I've had time to play a video game since making the announcement of going public. I spent so much time worrying about that video. Like, did I hit the right tone? Are people going to think I'm being, like, preachy or negative or something like that? That was the only thing I was worried about. I didn't want to come off wrong, if that makes sense. Oh, I need some halfway decent loot there. I do agree. Some of my big criticisms for Path of Exile 2 are they need to get rid of the after death effects. This is a map where the enemies can like combine into a harder enemy. I must have knocked my monitor down. I might have to stop here for just a second and fix that. Because my monitor is kind of... So this is a tier 1 map. This is like easy mode for me. Just so everybody knows. We can do a tier 15 and you'll see... You'll probably see me lose my tier 15. Really, all I want to do is clear maps until I find a citadel, because I haven't found any of the citadels yet. So I haven't even gotten the opportunity to play that content, unfortunately. The goal... Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. The goal is to, when you get to maps, you do tier 15, and I've done that. But the goal is once you get to tier 15, then you find the citadels, the Rust Citadel and whatever. Sure, let's do it. So we're just trying to clear the enemies here. This is a strong box, which means there's 15 waves of enemies I have to clear before I can do anything. But my character is pretty strong. Can still die to these enemies though, if I like do it wrong, and then it opens up and you get all the loot inside. Yay! Yeah, I don't like where endgame is at. I'm really excited for their next update when they introduce, what is it, the bear character? Can you do a video explaining your build? I mean, I could do a quick breakout. Long story short, so here's my character, right? And if you go over to my gems tab, you have a flash grenade, which basically it stuns everybody for a really, really long time. And then I like to hit the whole field with gas. That does bursting plague and corrosion, and then oil slows them down and makes them explode even bigger. I don't really use voltaic, cluster grenade, and explosive grenade. It's Wind Dancer is for avoidance, and Herald of Ash is just for ignite. Unfortunately, ignite isn't very strong. So long story short, that's basically the Merc build that a lot of people have been using. Mercenary is not great. There's the, what is it? The Witch is very strong. You basically don't have to do anything with the Witch. And then the Monk is like, I believe the Monk is considered overpowered right now. All I'm doing on this map, I'm just looking for all the hard enemies. And once you kill them, you're done. So basically it's flash, grenade, blow everything up, and everything dies. It's all dying though because I'm on a tier 1 map, and I'm like level 15 on a level 1 map. Maybe level 14, I don't know. Where else have we not gone? Usually the stronger characters have like an aura around them or something, making it a little easier to tell when you're fighting one of the characters that you need to kill to finish the map. Did I do the whole map already? That's a lot of stuff. Go down here. Maybe I missed like a part of the map or something. Ooh, an Exalted. I'll take it. Exalted are very good currency. Will you be doing Twitch? I am on Twitch right now. Twitch.tv/Destin if you would like to follow over there. Usually, one of my favorite things at IGN, the reason I kind of want to do like the 1 game a month thing is because one of my favorite things about IGN was when you would get assigned 1 game, and that would kind of be like the game that you did for that month. I'm looking forward to getting back to that, if I'm being totally honest. Like, I don't have to worry about any of the other responsibilities or anything. I just go play X game. How do I get you to ask Phil Spencer a question that he won't answer? Well, you can you can go on Patreon. You can support, by the way, over on patreon.com/SaveStatePlus, or you can become a member. And I will do my best to answer your questions, ask your questions. I might rephrase them just to be more clear or something. Did I clear this map? There's nothing else here. Everything's dead. It says more than 50 monsters remain. Where? I killed them all. I must have missed something. No, that's all. Does this little corner open up to like a whole section of the map that I missed? Where are the enemies? All right. Chat, I don't know what to do. It says there's 50 enemies left. I can't move along until then. Any other questions? We did the thing. The Gooners. What are you guys talking about, Gooners? What are y'all talking about? Did it say map completed and I missed it? Will you be interviewing Phil Spencer this month after the developer direct? Yes, it will be the day after. The day after the developer direct. I'm very excited. Bot, $5. Thanks, Bot. I appreciate it. We're rocking a little bit of Path of Exile 2 this morning. I'm trying to find where these monsters are that the game is saying. It says there's more than 50 monsters. I literally can't find anything. There's nothing here. Okay. There's nothing on this map for me to kill. It says there's 50. Where are they? I mean, that's great. It must be like a pack. Okay, yeah. Why don't you make this super hat a teal hat? Hype for the Xbox show at the end of the month. I am hyped for the Xbox show at the end of the month. Okay, I'm going to teleport out. I think I finished the map and I just wasn't paying attention. You know the teased fourth game? If I did, I would not be able to tell you, Power Boss. I would not be able to tell you that fourth game. I completed that map. I want to go here. All right. It says I haven't completed it. Usually the game will tell you you have to like... Over here? Is it over here? Yeah. Oh! I'm so confused. I think I killed everything. Like, there's nothing that I see. Did my game glitch out? Like, what's going on here? This is so strange. I've literally never had this happen. It says there's 20 monsters remaining. Somewhere. Oh, there's some. Surprise! But none of these are the, like, map complete monsters. Had I already done the map? Where are they? Oh, okay, okay. I don't know what to do. I can't, like, advance to where I want to advance if I can't do this map. I love you, Destin. Hope the family as well. Thanks, David. Family's doing absolutely wonderful. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm trying to figure out why I can't advance in this game, though. Did I miss something? The Mercs one-liners, I do like the Mercs one-liners for sure. This has never happened before. I have never had it where the game just won't let me progress. This is strange. All right, maybe we just roll that new character after all. Yeah, see Pinnacle of Flame. You're looking for Iron Copper and Stone Citadel. Go to the left and the right 2 times. What? Go to the left and then to the right, Carolina? I don't know what you mean. It has to be like one of these pile of corpses is actually the rock guy. But, or one of these things. Well, this is Path of Exile 2, everybody. That's really strange. Like, I can't... I want to go here, though. Do I have to... I can't progress now? %21 increased magic monsters. They're all level higher. Area contains an additional essence. Oh. So there's an essence somewhere on that map that I didn't do. I think I got a bug map, y'all. I think there's an essence somewhere and I need to kill the essence monster. But I didn't remember seeing any essence anywhere. Have you played Towerborn? I haven't played Towerborn yet, I don't think. Oh, there's a thing. There's one monster left. Yeah, this is bugged for sure. Unless there's like an essence thing down here and I just didn't see it. Roll new character. This is the one monster. There, he's dead. All right, we'll roll a new one. I don't know what happened with that map. That's weird. All right, we're going to create. We're just going to do hardcore. No, we're not. Let's do standard. Did I pick the right one? I do not want to do barbarian. I was considering sorceress, warrior. I don't want to do warrior. I mean, you know what? I originally wanted to play ranger.
Among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers.
Let's do the ranger. Ranger is very popular.
Your guilt is clear. Plead for mercy.
Should I do ranger or monk? You have to pay in your Patreon for a question to be asked from Phil. You can either support on YouTube at that level, which would be any level, I think, for questions. And then, or you can support on Patreon. Destin Ranger, let's do it. I started with the monk and went with freeze and lightning. Yeah, the monk is really, really overpowered. Like, really overpowered currently. I actually don't have notifications turned on here. Let's add them really quick. Browser. And then we'll just kind of put it here. I can't test it, so. Yeah, WASD controls all the way, by the way. WASD 100%. Yeah, spoilers, he dies. What up, TSWS? It's Ham Solo. Good to see you. Whoops.
This is like no sickness I've ever seen.
Oh, it's so slow, you guys. We got to get through the intro. And then I can go into my stash and see whatever I have for the ranger and just throw it on this character. Not having to reload is so nice. Oh yeah, it's... I gotta use the identify scroll before I can put on... Like, after a little bit, you don't have to do that anymore. You just kind of get everything automatically. Still no skill gems. So it starts really, really slow, but it gets really quick, really, really quick. And I really like the ranger. Ranger was what I wanted to roll first originally. Here we go. This will give me my skill gem. I don't know what that does. Nothing. Just lets me fire faster or something? Just doesn't do anything, huh? I had to dash out and just came back. Did you start a new playthrough? Yeah, man, my map bugged out. It like wouldn't let me advance to the next section or whatever. I don't know why. I've never had that happen before. Oh, this is the skill gem.
Another
Lightning
strange
arrow.
weather.
Let's do it. Put that. You sure?
Unnatural, but effective.
Yeah, so now you get your lightning, and then you can start messing around with lightning, and you just kind of keep building from there. The game has a really slow burn, but once you start getting it, oh, it's so good. This is dangerous for me to start another character. For me to start another character is dangerous, but as you can see, lightning chains, and then isn't lightning still the like meta build?
And survive.
What do we got here? Projectile damage? Yeah, that's fine. Do not stat into armor. That's the only mistake I made with my Merc. I statted into armor. That was not what I was supposed to do. The wolf at the end of Act 1 had me stuck for a while. The first time I did it, sure. I think I hit that same wall.
The journey has not been kind to you.
This is our first like little boss guy. If you play later, if you play to the later stages, this is like a joke. I just wish I could fire my arrow faster. My mana seems fine, game. I don't know why it's warning me about my mana. My mana seems fine. Boop. Yeah. We did it. We did it, everybody.
Man or
Yay.
they die the same.
Let's see what we got here. 1 to 3, 1 to 3, but it has like a modifier. Yeah, sure. Of course, we want the body armor. And then I can't identify it right now, so whatever. But I think I've been saving archery stuff. That was tough. It was just time consuming. I wouldn't say it was tough. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's tough. I've played through it before, so we're gonna go ahead and skip. Oh, good. We can do all the good
Tools of the
stuff.
forge turned tools of war.
Want to go talk to Una? Una's gonna tell me to go kill the worm, I think.
A songbird
I think
makes
Renly has a quest once he goes to a spot.
She'd best watch her
No?
back.
What about Finn?
Oi, I am. See you.
No? All right, what do we got in our
So
stash?
honest about being
Do we
alive.
have anything that I can grab? Not yet. I know I have plenty of scrolls. Boots can go and the quiver can go.
Hey, you're feeling like not bad. See ya.
All right, so we have this mercenary. Do I even have anything like that I can put on this character right now? I think I need to be a little bit higher level because all the gear I have is like it doesn't. I can't even use it till level 30. Yeah, the lowest level stuff I have is like level 24. Do I have any rings or anything? Okay, here I can put a ring on. A lot of bows that I've been considering. Can't use that until level 40. Can I use any of the rings or anything? I like can't see the red. One thing that I would like is if the game ended up with a colorblind mode at some point, because it is a little difficult for me to. Ooh, we can mess with that a little bit. What does it do? 20% increased bonuses gained from quiver, and it's just more life. All right, well that's not that compelling. Can't use that to level 28. Wait, can I use? Yeah, I was like, lol. Okay, I can, sure. What else can I throw? Do I have a quiver or anything? Sorry, chat. I'm just looking at all of the gear that I've been hoarding for all this time, and asking, is there a chance? Oh, like, yeah, I can put this belt on. That I happen to save anything that could actually work on this character yet? Not yet. Not until like level 39. So we got some stuff, but I don't have a good quiver, right? Let's see. Oh. Oh my god. I have all this like stupid overpowered gear that I could use. Like all exotics. What is it? So more armor and energy. More movement speed. Anything that has movement speed is going to be good. Alright, I think this is a pretty solid start. I would like it if I could get one other ring. Here, just. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We gotta. Oh, I gotta do the skill gem first. They gotta teach me how to use skill gems. All right, what do we want? Lightning rod, right? Here we go. Let's see what happens. He is a pro in PoE 2. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of PoE 2. Let's see how this goes, because I just threw on whatever I happen to have. Yeah, it's going to be a joke, you guys.
Fury!
Let's...
I have received report.
Why is the save point there, though? I don't remember. It looks like I'm regenning mana. I actually want more enemies. Oh, we found the boss. All right, let's find the checkpoint near the boss first. Where's the checkpoint? There it is. All right, so you come in and you're supposed to do this. Remember, I'm like level 0. Okay, I actually got hit there. When she froze me, I freaked out for a second, but I'm good. We're good, we're good. Clearfell for the Mud Burrow. We're looking for the Mud Burrow. So I think that like duplicates your damage output. Plus I have like the 2 damage rings that I happen to have in my inventory on. All right, so it's on the other side. Yeah, get wrecked is right. I've seen a lot of people start their second character and they just throw on whatever garbage they happen to have in their inventory and they just melt everything. Oh, here's the Mud Burrow. Yeah, let's go do the worm really quick. PoE does have alternate paths to go on. It does, yeah.
These tunnels run deep.
I think I got lightning resist on or something. Do. Yeah, I basically don't have to worry about mana. I think if I could do one thing, I would... Oh, I do have a level up point. I was just going to say I would want to increase my rate of fire. So what we got here? Projectile damage, projectile speed. Yeah, I'm very simple. A lot of people ask about the interview with Phil. I'm excited about it. I need to start collecting questions this week to see what we're going to talk about. Nuked. See, there's just no way my character is even going to be phased by this worm. Usually the worm is upwards, but yeah. What do you think about Couple of Fools? I haven't heard of it. Oh, are we there already? All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, go over there. That's fine. We'll just do 3. Do you remember the first time you all did this? Because I do. It did not go like this, I'll tell you that right now. Oh, where'd he go? Guys, I think we're going to win. It's so good.
It had to be done.
Oh my god.
Got no pack
All right, well,
space for that.
yeah, I don't need any of that. We need to go to Renly and we need to find the Grellwood. Who made him mad? Oh yeah, there's no auto like
Yes?
later on you can just
Lucky.
oh yeah,
Remember
disenchant.
famous?
I want to disenchant a bunch of stuff. Yeah, spoilers. I need a quiver, really. Of all the things I need a quiver. I mean, I don't think I'm going to need this mana thing. What's going on here? I can't equip it? Oh, because I'm not a high enough level. That's right. It wants me to do the skill gem stuff. I'm just gonna sell it. Like I don't
Take
need.
a punt. Yeah, sure. I'll take it off your hands.
I'll get more. I don't need any of this stuff. It wants me to do skill gems. So like what we got? Level 6. I can't even use level 6 yet. Oh, it wants me to do the support gem. Okay, so level 2 escape shot. Like I don't know. Like this combo is really good. Sure, let's just do poison. Like, I don't care. Wait, where'd it go? There's poison burst. Put that on. We'll just put that on Q, I guess. Oops. Come on. You got this, Destin. And then it's so low level, it put it like down here, so I didn't see it. Then we'll do escape shot. Which is... boop. Sure. Looks good to me. So now we got to go to Renly. Renly's going to be like, go find the other thing for me. Pretty sure it doesn't have quick resume. We'll do lightning rod. What's that? More speed? More effect? Yeah, let's do that. Ah. Really? I want a quiver. I need a quiver. We are looking for Grelwood. Oh, is it right there? We did the mud burrow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does not have quick resume. Live streaming is definitely, like, live streaming and playing a game is definitely something we need to get used to. Kyle says, hey, Destin, a resident of California. I just want to say I hope you and your family are safe. I covered that at the start of the stream. We are totally fine. I do appreciate the concern. We're good, though. Yeah, a lot of the people actually near Culver City, yeah, I was kind of worried about them, too, because they're way closer to the fire than I am. I'm like an hour away from the fire. I'm nowhere near it, comparatively. Wait a minute. Search the Grelwood for evidence. We're looking for the tree in the middle of the map. That's right. Yeah, thanks for asking, Kyle. I do appreciate it. Very, very much so. Where tree? That's amazing. Yeah, we're in a... My mom was asking the same thing, and I'm like, well, if you go from the center of Wisconsin, it's like if you were an hour away from there. So it's pretty far away, but I am a little concerned about friends who are close.
Shade. There is a battlefield when you will know. I'll wait here.
Find the Red Veil. Red Veil's up here.
Protect me.
Yeah, a lot of the game is actually just like running around looking for where the map spawns the exit. Pure Lana, thanks for subbing today, by the way. I saw it. I know I called it out, but it's always nice to see people over on Twitch. The Twitch channel is... I used to have... Clay, how many people will we have like watching on Twitch back in the day when I was streaming like Mass Effect and such? I have considered doing more more gameplay focused streams on Twitch and news focused streams on YouTube. But I don't know. I got to figure out how I want to do all of that. Definitely interacting with chat is something. Please. Sorry, 1 second. You got a few? 200. Yeah, we were at like 200. That was like Destiny days though, right? There were a few times where like we were doing code giveaways or something. And I think it got up there, but that was like when beta access to Destiny 2 was a thing. And they let me do giveaways on the stream. I remember that. That was fun. But the Mass Effect days, it was usually like, I think we were closer to 75 regulars on Twitch. You won the PS4 version? That's cool. Well, it's not on that side. We know that. Watch, it's going to be down here in like the one little spot I didn't explore. Oh, I see a checkpoint. Oh, it's the house. All right, let's see how this goes.
Home of the Grail
Where is she? How many of these can I put down? I hate her ice traps. See, she's annoying because every time you hit her, she teleports, so it's kind of like...
Easy trophy. Corruption claims another victim.
I keep hitting reload because I play Merc and you gotta reload all the time. Yeah, how many of these can I put down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you can put down 6 at least. Makeshift crossbow. Don't need the crossbows. I need... Ow. I should probably hit him with ice shot first and then do the other stuff. So like, whoosh.
Fury.
I think most of the people with this class, I don't know how well that works. I would rather just do this than hit him with electricity. Boop. What are we looking for? We're still looking for the red veil. Nothing for the red veil. Oh. You know what would probably make me do a little bit more damage is if I actually applied some of these things. Yeah, my armor is doing more than enough work for my attack speed. This is the longest it's ever taken me to find Red Veil. I always have bad luck finding the things on the map. Every game. It's always going to be like the last corner that I look in. Holy skill tree, yeah. A lot of people are intimidated, but the skill tree is actually not that bad. If you actually take the time and you just kind of look at all the options on the skill tree, it's pretty self-explanatory where you want to go until you get to like level 60 or something. It's like, okay, you want attack speed, or you want there it is. Or you want faster, sorry, more damage or like faster attacks. It's stuff like that. It's not like overly complicated.
I know this place. The crimson remnants of
Are we over? Okay, we're over the 2 hours we said that we would do. We did not hit the Friday stream. That's okay. Let's see if we can do the Obelisk of Power, then I think I'm going to call it, because I got to do some behind-the-scenes stuff again. It's been a pretty good stream today. Pretty chill, enjoyable stream. I do appreciate it very much. I want to... I think I'll probably... If you're still watching on YouTube, do you think I should do stream breakouts for the news stories? Or would you rather I just did a bespoke news story like I used to? Oh, there's the Obelisk of Rust.
Perhaps this holds the reason. Storm point.
You can still get kind of overwhelmed here. That works pretty well, actually. It's like, do that, they can't do anything, and then just nuke them.
Return to the earth.
Why not both? Well, I mean, it's more work, right? I'm still one person. That's the only reason I would say not. Why not both, you know? Like, I don't have an editor or anything. It's all still me. I say stream breakouts. Let's try stream breakouts this week. And if there's a news story I feel particularly passionate about. Kyle says stream breakouts. Well, I do worry people will conflate that with a quality loss of some kind. I don't know. Depends on what the story is. Well, I am doing an op-ed about the... Here's the next one. Man, maybe we can get through this like in like 10 minutes. This is going so fast. Play, what do you think? Stream breakouts? Everybody seems to be fine with stream breakouts. I like stream breakouts. Yeah.
It seems someone refuses to let go.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do stream breakouts, and I just want to like come up with like a little graphic that says previously recorded live. And then like whenever I do the stream, there is a real potential that I might have to do the streams late at night, like more UK hours. But we'll see. We'll see how all that ends up going. But this week I'm going to do them during the day to celebrate the fact that I've gone independent. By the way, if I haven't said it yet, you can support by becoming a member here on YouTube. You can support by watching, hitting that like button, just telling people about the stuff I'm doing, whether you like it or not. I like it when people talk about me because of the PR.
Storming arrow.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of like, well, what's your take? Oh, Destin's doing the exact same thing he's always done and talk about the news. I thought he was going to do something crazy when he left IGN. No, I'm still the same person. Spoiler warning. Congrats on going independent. Thanks, Gaming Garbage. I appreciate it. There's no reason for me to like pick up a single thing at this point in the game. Where is that other? There's one more tower I have to get. And then we fight the boss, I think. Or maybe it is at that one, and then you fight the boss. I can't remember. So if I shoot here, does it hit that one? Apparently not. I think that just amplifies the power. I'd have to read the description again. It's my second playthrough, so I'm just kind of statting into weather. I think keep it separate. Prep for news and insights. I mean, it's not a bad thought. I wanted to defeat the Rust King, and then we're going to get out of here, but can't find the guy. I think we're going to stat into DPS this time. Oh, never mind. I bet it's up over... Oh! That might actually have something I want. Garb. I don't need any of that. I need the quiver, because my quiver gets buffed, but I'm only level 6. If you want to make it easier for yourself, edit the stream clip outs. Yeah, I think for today, I'll probably just do that. Tibaru says, going to peace out for now. Good luck on your stream, Destin. Overall, my favorite content from you is curated reviews and opinion pieces. I will take that into consideration when I keep making content over here. Yeah, I'm working on opinion pieces about like what everybody has been saying about the Xbox Series S. Like, is it really... I was thinking about titling it... What was it? The Xbox Series S problem. In quotes. Because it's more of a perception problem than anything. And it's optimization. And I kind of wanted to dive into that a little bit. Oh, I think I found the thing. Boop, here it is. So here's Big Bad. Where does he come out? I don't know what happens if I do this. Apparently it hurts him a lot. Seems pretty strong, y'all. Oh, I can't go that way. There is still a very real world that I die in doing this, but as long as I don't do something super stupid. Yeah. Dang it. Something super stupid like exactly what I ended up doing. I'll just go kill him really quick. That's a bummer though. It's just because like the map's small. I'll just go over here where like I have a little bit more space. Oh, that's bad. I actually need to dodge that one. Does this, like, max out? Yeah, he's, like, dead. Second try. I just messed up the first one because I was, like, looking at chat or something and just died because... He hit me when I was looking away. Alright, and then it's like go to Clearfell. And then are we already to the graveyard? Serious question is Xbox Prime the internal code name for the new system? I actually have no idea. I have no idea what the new code name is going to be.
Area spike, I would ask.
And then they send me back to the thing. Go use the rune spikes. Use the rune spikes on the tree, and then we get the identify ability, which is great. But an hour behind. Was curious what you were mad at Miller.
You have them. Stay safe, if you can. Good.
I don't know. I like Greg a lot. Greg's been
Yes.
really good to me.
Shit, it's
I like Greg, and I like all the kind of funny people. Colin's been really good to me too. Had him on the channel before, so it's always just a bummer to see all the derision about all of that stuff. Because those people are people I know. Like, I know them in real life. We travel the world together, and
If you can.
I like them. Did you watch the Like a Dragon stream? Did it just happen? I didn't know there was a Like a Dragon stream.
The wound only by a grim town. Stay safe, if you can.
All right, everybody. Here is how we are looking. We got to go find the Grim Tangle. But I think that's it for the stream today. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with the news videos. I appreciate y'all watching. I might go check out the Like a Dragon thing. Eki says, I'm watching on YouTube, but remembered I had a Prime sub using it. Thank you, Eki. I appreciate it very, very much. Nothing happened to Kind of Funny, as far as I know. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am going to get out of here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. A big shout out to all of the members. Oh, you know what? If I am going to do this as a VOD, we'll do it like I'm doing the outro. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. As you may have heard, I've gone independent from IGN, so subscribing and liking will help this video get shared. And you can also support on Patreon like these fine people. The Platinum supporters are Christopher Eddy, Philaroni, The Scarecrow 121, Inner Machine, Savage, and Spin Getter 889. Thank you so much for supporting or becoming a member. Anybody on the screen that you see right now, I do greatly appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here, but before I go, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. I forgot to turn it off. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.